everyone. I'm Simone Kothari, a 9th grader at Fountainhead School. And today I'll be talking about something very important, now I see where all of your attention got diverted to. Meet her. She's Donna, one of my very good friends. And currently, she's 6 months old, enjoying her life from within the cage. Oh, no. It's not what you think it is. I had nothing to do with her being behind the cage. It was her complete decision. I know, right? How unlikely for a bird to willingly forfeit herself behind boundaries. But as long as she seems happy, why bother? So despite her act being so out of the ordinary, I never once questioned her. No, not when she was 6 months old, or when she was 2 years old, or when she was the 5-year-old Donna. But that's when the sequel of my silence, it changed. It was after I saw certain changes in her. Her bright smile, it started to fade. Her sparkle was lost. And her once year-to-year smile was now an upside-down parabola. Now this was unlikely of my Donna. More unlikely than the fact that she willingly caged herself. My curiosity started raging up. I was all inquisitive. And my stomach tickled with uncomfortness. So I gathered my courage and I went up to her and I asked her, "Hey dear Donna, what's the matter? Why are you so sad?" Silence. A 1-minute long deafening silence. Not one word out of her mouth. Oh boy, her silence was oozing out every bit of calmness in me. Perhaps she wasn't comfortable yet sharing it with me. So I gave her some more time. I gently nudged her, indicating that it's alright, you can confide in me. Eventually, she did gain her comfortness, and she opened up. She said, "Simone, over the years of our friendship, you've never once questioned me of my reason of caging myself, despite my action being so out of the ordinary. But now I deem it necessary for you to know. Please don't judge me." And I was like, "Yeah, of course I won't judge you. Come on, you can tell me anything you want." And then she said it was because I feared. I feared flying. I feared that if I try to fly, I'll fall down. And just so I could keep myself away from that pain, I let go of the very thing that caused it in the first place. Yes, I let go of my flight. Little did I know that this act, which I considered brave, which I considered to have had helped me conceal my fear, would be the bittersweet regret I have to carry for the rest of my life. There, I judged her. I raised my eyebrows. Oh my God, a bird who doesn't fly? That's like a pencil with no nib, completely pointless. My thoughts were completely explained by my expressions. Tears ran down her cheek and she turned away. She was upset all over again. And this time, instead of consoling her, I was lost. I was lost in an epiphany of my own self. As I realized, Donna, she was vulnerable. And I, on the other hand, I was completely unassertive. That's when, ladies and gentlemen, reality hit me hard. All of us, we are the Donna in our own lives. Our fear is the cage. And the society, one of the pertinent reasons causing us that fear. Now to scale it down and make it more realistic, I would like to begin by talking about myself. I have this double-faced personality. I'm this good old Simone with my friends. However, when those faces transition to be that of my neighbors, or any random person for that matter, sitting or standing right beside me, I'll go completely zipped. No, not one word out of my mouth. I'll play with my hair, I'll roll my eyes, I'll do any XYZ thing for them to think that I don't even know that they're sitting or standing right beside me. This is how pretentious I can be. All because I fear being judged. I fear being disliked and I fear initiating conversations. Now for the time being, I may have overcome my fear. I may have concealed it. But in the long run, when I reflect back, I see the stakes. I see what it cost me. It cost me some friendships that I could have sown. some life learnings that I could have taken, and some great insights I could have learned only if I had the courage to initiate those conversations. Now for me, it was just about shyness. But for many people out there, fear is much, much more excruciating. Especially when we consider the data by the Gallup survey, which says that 60% of the people, they are not emotionally attached with their jobs. And yet they wake up every morning at 9 a.m. and go to that same monotonous office, where their hearts, it no longer sings. Only because they fear starting over. They fear quitting. And not to mention, they fear the society. I heard his parents spent a lot of money for him to become an engineer. But now, he wants to start his own startup. Kids nowadays. These judgments, they play an imperative role in shaping the behavior of an individual. But the society makes no effort in understanding that. Now, fear does not stop here, and neither does the society. Rather, they grow more severe, especially when we consider the data by Times of India from 2019 to 2022. 35,000 young Indian children. 35,000 young Indian children, they died due to suicide. Only because they thought that they won't be able to ace their academics. That they won't be able to live up to their parental expectations, and that they would be entitled to be a failure in front of their parents' eye. And see where it has got them. A full stop to their lives. Is this a world where we want to live in? A world where the tiniest speck of individuality is frowned upon? Oh my God, this rat race ideology that all of us have incorporated is treating some brutally. And it's high time you, me, and we together bring a change. And that is why I would like to begin with Dear You. Dear You. Absurd it may sound. Uncomfortable it might feel. And challenging it will be. But dear you, embracing fear is the only key. How long will your true colors confide within? What about the pain, the sorrow, the tears, and everything in between? And that is why, dear you, I ask of you to be brave. Your fear should no longer cave. Go chase your dreams. Don't let fear set your dreams. And here are a few basic steps through which we can overcome our fear. First of all, deliberate the outcome. I believe that all of us have come across this phrase called the law of manifestation. What you think is what you perceive. So create a hypothetical situation in your mind. Think about how happy you will be once you are across that obstruction that has been obstructing you for your entire life. 2. Set achievable goals. For the long-term impact that we're trying to achieve, it is very important that we keep on encouraging ourselves throughout the process of it. And that is why set small goals and celebrate your bravery. 3. Seek help. Excavate the right people of the right kind. Find a safe circle. Find the right people whom you can trust in. And vent out your feelings. This is how you as an individual can overcome your fear. And it's now time that we address the Dear Society. Dear Society, don't point your fingers or raise your brows. Because of you, we feel exposed. Rather lend that hand for us to walk. Make it comfortable for us to talk. How many more lives are to be spared? Society, why don't you understand your judgments? They make us feel impaired. And that is why it's time to form a thread of empathy, a circle of acceptance, and a united forefront of diversity. And here are a few basic steps through which you can help the individuals suffering from the consequences of their fear. First of all, normalize fear talks. All of us, we are humans. And the thing that makes us humans are our own differences. Instead of embarrassing individuals of their fears, help them embrace it. 2. Celebrate bravery. Be it your relatives, children, kids, or anybody whom you know, celebrate the small acts of bravery with them. Once they've achieved a small milestone, make them feel special, merely by celebrating it with them. And lastly, invest in services. Some individuals out there, they suffer from the severe consequences of fear. And that is why we have mental health counselors who help them surpass their fear, who help them achieve a better mental health. And you can help them by investing in those services. And that is how you, me, we together, we can achieve a more inclusive society. Let's help every Donna let's help every Donna escape the cage that's been trapping her. Let's help her unleash the limits of the sky. From unassertive to assertive in an epiphany of individuality. In an epiphany of individuality. Thank you.